Well, hello there, it's Kriint and welcome to another speed build. So it's been quite a while since the last one. I honestly don't even want to know when the last one was because I'll probably get very depressed about it. But today we're here and I want to talk a bit about why I left. I decided to take a break whenever I did. At the time, I was very stressed and my schedule was loaded, and I wasn't in a good mental headspace. It was too much for me, and I decided to take a step back and just focus a bit on improving myself and my mental health and just working things out. So that took quite a while, and I decided to come back to social media, I think, about a month ago. I thought I was ready, and at the time, I actually was. But this build took an entire month to build because my schedule is so packed. Like, it's unreal how much I have to do in a day, and most of the days they don't fit. Like, I can't get everything done. And the good thing is that I'm in a better mental space now than I was then. So even though there's a lot for me to do, I at least can manage it. And to be completely honest with you, when a day I had some time to work on a build, for example, it was 8 at night, and I was like, okay, I can work for a build on the build, for example, about an hour. I couldn't do it because I was exhausted. And if you follow me for a while, I mentioned that a couple times before. I don't really want to force myself into building something just for the sake of having a video out or just building something. I don't like that. I'm usually never proud of the final result, and I don't want to force it. So at that time, I would usually just, take a break and whatnot. So it took quite a while for me to finish the build. So this is why it took me so long, honestly, because my schedule will probably be the same for the next 2 months. I don't know when the next video is gonna be out, the next build. I have so many ideas and I'm so mad at myself that I cannot make them all come true at the time. So yeah, just a heads up. I don't know what the next one is gonna be. Would love for it to be tomorrow, though. But yeah, just know. I'm trying my best, honestly. So let's talk a bit about the build. While I was away, whenever I need to focus, or I need to study, or I need to work, or I need to do whatever, it really helps me to listen to lo-fi music. It helps me focus a lot. Or for example, when I need to relax, I will also listen to lo-fi music. So pretty much my life for the past 4 months is lo-fi music. And usually when I am on my desk and I'm working, I'm just listening on Spotify. But if, for example, I need a change of pace and like scenery, I will go to the living room and study. And I will put on the TV, like the lo-fi ambience on YouTube. And if you search, there's so many of them. And I love the graphics. Like, this is what I would notice, the graphics. They are all so amazing. And there's so many with like cityscapes and hotels and so many things. And I loved it so much while, studying or doing whatever in the living room. So this is where I drew my inspiration from. I know it sounds pathetic, but yeah. So what I did essentially was, when I came back and I decided, let's start building again. I thought, what do I want to build? I don't want to build something huge, right? Because you haven't built for quite a while. You need to ease yourself into building. So what I thought is, of course, a 30 by 20 build is going to be the perfect size. And I was scrolling through Pinterest, and nothing sparkled my interest, like nothing. I couldn't feel inspired to build any of those. It was like, I'm not feeling very creative for that, this sucks, like nothing. So at that day later, I was studying and I was seeing like this pretty scenery, and I'm like, what if we make lo-fi but in the Sims? Hear me out. What if we make lo-fi but make it Sims, And I was so excited about the idea. I know this makes no sense to anyone but me. But, I think you're pretty used at this point to my builds not making any sense. So you're welcome. At least this build has some usability outside of my craziness, I guess. So what this is I decided to make the cityscape of a lo-fi video in The Sims, and then maybe make it as an ambience and upload it on YouTube. I'm gonna try that. I don't know how it's gonna go. I've been working on it for quite a while. It's really time consuming. Oh my god, and the rendering takes forever. But I was really happy with the idea, and I thought it was the perfect thing for me to do at the time because all the lo-fi I was listening. So we took a city, of course, the perfect thing to build when you haven't built a while, an entire city, of course. And we have so many different buildings, and like functionalities for its building, if you will. However, this doesn't really work in The Sims because we still don't have multifunctional lots. It's something that honestly I was wishing since Newcrest. When Newcrest came, I made the mall, and I was really happy about the mall that I did back then. Now I'm looking at it, I'm like, this friggin' sucks. Don't go back to like download my Newcrest builds. No, big no. But yeah, at the time I thought, how good would it be if you could have like on the same lot a retail store and maybe a bakery or something, or like something like that, that would be pretty rad. So it's since then that I've been wishing for the multi-purpose lots. I'm pretty sure that I mentioned it to several sim gurus multiple times. I thought when I became a game changer, I could wish for one thing to come true to the game. Let me tell you, it's not how it works. They don't give a F about a future if we suggest it. Like, you suggest it on Twitter, we suggest it on Twitter, it makes no difference. You don't get one special wish when you become a game changer, bottom of the story. So I'm still really disappointed, and I didn't know how to classify this lot as. I asked on Twitter, people said I should upload it as, I don't recall the name, but it's essentially the lot that came with Eco Lifestyle, the first one of the community lots. I don't recall community space, is it? Which it kind of makes sense, but like, who's gonna download it? I don't know. And it kind of also made more sense to upload it as a restaurant because I assume more people are gonna download it. I thought, let's make it into a restaurant, but in the end I decided, you know what? Let's upload various different versions. So what we're building here is the restaurant version. So what I did different in the restaurant version is, you saw the bakery in the start, and we have some other lots. Which ones are? Oh yeah, we have a bar, which is like a karaoke bar, and we also have an apartment. All those lots have tables and seats. I decided that I don't want to make these seats usable for Sims to be able to sit, otherwise they would order in the bar and a waiter would come to the bar and bring them the food. I don't really like that. I really don't really like that. So I decided, you know what? If that, the seats aren't going to be usable in this one, and then on the rest of the versions, they are going to be usable. I don't know how many versions I'm going to upload, I guess, till I annoy people in the gallery. But the buildings that we have is obviously a restaurant. We also have the bakery that I mentioned, it's like a coffee shop. Next to the bakery, there is like a street food type of a restaurant. It's not really a restaurant, but like it's inspired by street food, kinda. I used the how is it called? Like the bar. It's not really a bar, but the table that came with Discover University, where the Sims can go there and order actual food. And I thought it was excellent. I thought this is the perfect thing to go there. You already saw the retail lot. I made that as a little convenience store. It made sense. You already saw the spa, which we have like the baths in the bottom. I don't know, I really wanted to have baths there, and I didn't want it to only be a spa thing. So I decided, why not? I honestly wanted a sauna more, but I don't know, it didn't really click together. They didn't really fit, and I thought, hey, this is new, let's use that. As it obviously makes sense. What else do we have? Yeah, this is the karaoke bar. Obviously in the bottom you have a normal bar, on the top a karaoke bar, and in the third level you have like a dance club / bubble thing. What else do we have? We have a laundromat. That made sense for me, and a public library rental thing. I didn't really wanted this lot to be something specific. Again, in my imagination, this is lo-fi, cityscape, Sims thing. But I had to base it obviously from something. And I found a lot of pictures online, and they kind of resemble to me Korean architecture. But I don't want to say Korean architecture because I didn't research it or label it as Korean architecture. However, the interiors I searched for like karaoke Korean bar, Korean karaoke bar, or like Korean coffee store, and I based them off of that, but the architecture isn't really Korean. I liked what I saw, and I decided, you know what, let's go with that. So please don't come for me, please don't. I know this isn't Korean, because I did like a little restaurant thing with when Snow Escape came out, and I was so happy, like it looked so cool. And this was my only thing, to just make things look cool, you know. I don't really make architecture things, claim something to be French architecture, because I don't know what French architecture looks like, and honestly I'm too lazy to research it. And people said this is not a Korean restaurant, I labeled it as one just for the SEO, sorry, for people to be able to find it. We're like, this is not Korean, this is wrong, you don't put that in Korean things. I'm like, I don't know. What makes you think that I have enough patience to research it? What makes you think I'm not lazy? No. So yeah, it's not Korean. Just a disclaimer, it's not Japanese, it's nothing. It's not an architecture. So yeah, don't come for me. I also really liked it. I really love all the different colors on the exterior. What really made me sad is that the pictures that I based it from and all the lo-fi ones are like this blue-pink sky thing, and I couldn't really recreate it. So I was kind of mad about it. Plus the lanterns, even though they look cool, you will see that they're red with black lettering. You can see it in the back there. I'm not really happy with them. I wanted them to be just white, plain white or something like that, but it didn't really exist. So yeah, I really wanted it to be like a blue-pink thing for whatever reason, with some greens, as you will see in the tents, but it didn't really work. Also, something that I really had to work around, I wanted every single lot to be visible. Not building to be visible, but it was kind of hard, so I had to work around with different high levels, and that made basements kind of weird to work around, because it was like conflicting cluster things. I'm like, I don't care, just place it there, I don't care. I just want toilets, because usually when I make builds like that, I'm like, they don't need toilets, Sims don't pee. So I tried to add as many toilets as I could. The restaurant has a toilet, the bar has a toilet, the spa has a toilet, this is like the street food thing has a toilet. I tried to add, honestly, as many toilets as I could. Even the laundromat has a toilet. I'm like, toilets, you get a toilet. The coffee shop has a toilet. I was no problem with toilets. You get a toilet. You get a toilet. Because usually it's like, okay, here's a single toilet room on a 50 by 50 lot. This is all you get. I'm not negotiating. But this time I had to really make it work. I had to add toilets. This is the thing that I mentioned, like the little restaurant bar. I don't know how it's called. But yeah, you can order stuff from there. And I thought it was the perfect addition for like a street food thing. It kind of looked like it, so I really liked it. In the back, I had no idea what to add. Honestly, no idea, no clue. So I decided to make it as a small kitchen, I guess, because why not? And I decided to make this as some sort of a bar where Sims could just sit down. I liked it as an idea. I don't know what purpose it serves. I guess for Sims to put the plates there. It doesn't really matter because it isn't really a bar, restaurant, cafeteria thing. It's something special. It's something different. Also, I added so many neon signs and I realized we don't have enough neon signs. I want more neon signs. I'm not happy with the neon sign shortage that we're going to have. In the apartment, obviously, as you can see, it's tiny, so I had to use Simlice's 1x1 bathroom. I'm not sure. I think this isn't hers. But obviously, it's her idea, so she gets all the credit. And here I wanted to have like a mini fridge. I wanted to have a laundry thing because it makes sense. I don't know, I saw it in a lot of Korean apartments. I searched tiny Korean apartments and they all had washing machines. I'm like, you get a washing machine too, I guess. Even though we have a laundry thing here. And I don't know if any of you is going to use this as an actual apartment. The main reason why I wanted to add an apartment, and you will see it has a double bed, is because I want to add as many woohoo spots on my builds as possible. Now, I know this doesn't sound appropriate, but when I make my Sims travel, it's because like they go on a date or like they go on a hangout, so I want them to have as many options as possible. What if they meet a strange lady or a strange man in the street and they want a woohoo? They need to have the option. What do you mean you haven't added a single bed in this entire lot? No, they need to woohoo somewhere, so this serves this purpose. Places to woohoo. We have the bed and we also have the dressers from the closet, from the get together. I don't know. I guess if I was able to add a whole shower, maybe you could woohoo there too. You can also woohoo in the spites, not spa, the baths down there in the basement. So there's another spot you can woohoo. I don't know. It's just I need them. I love woohoo spots. This sounds creepy. But anyway, we're coming to an end. I wanted this, this is gonna sound even more weird. Okay, brace yourselves. I wanted this to be like an adult's rental, but it didn't really work because I couldn't make it look good and I didn't like it. Like, no, this is too small. Because like you need, if you're gonna make an adult hotel or an adult room, you need to have like the hot tub and the bed and make it all sexy and like I'm blushing so hard you can't even say like red and I don't know things, and it didn't really work. So I'm like, okay, what else can I add? Okay, laundromat, sure. So this is everything. I tried to take as many screenshots for you to understand where everything is. Like I took one of the outside of the building. You can see kind of like how you walk from one area to the other. So yeah, this is everything. The builds are all up in the gallery. I don't know if I'm gonna link every single version because I don't really have the patience for that. I don't know when I will see you again. You can Maybe follow me on Twitter if you want. I don't really post on Instagram because usually I'm a hot mess. People don't need to see that. They haven't done anything to me to punish them that way. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you'll have an amazing day and take care. Bye.